A very warm welcome back to CALMSDEN Farm for episode 10 with me, MrSealyp. We're back here on CALMSDEN, in CALMSDEN. It's the second half of November. What has changed since last we were together? Well, we have got, I said about a sell point needing to be put in, and our lottery winners kind of helped pay for a couple of things here and there. That's not to say we haven't had a second lottery win. But the sell point I was talking about that we were going to need has been put in. And we also have a spinnery. The spinnery... Gosh, that doesn't want to pull away. Don't need that on. The spinnery and the sell point are over... I think it's Aunt Emma's? Are over at the biogas plant facility. And what I've got to do to start off with, we need to move some products. We've got a whole load of stuff that needs to be moved around. We've got another load of honey I've moved into the barn over at the farm over there. That's all been moved. How are the cows doing? They're doing fantastically, actually. Just realised also I've got the triggers on. I really do wish sometimes, turn the engine off, that the it would remember for each Let's Play. Sort of, does that make sense? Because I have these often switched on for mod reviews, and then they stay, which can be mildly annoying. So, as far as cows go, they're doing all right. We've got milk being produced, not a huge amount, to be fair. We've got 50 cows; they're doing okay. And we have got milk coming in. If we go to our cows and have a look, well, actually, everything's doing right. We've got a load of eggs on the go. Nearly got some full pallets here and there. The sheep, I've just moved a couple more pallets. So we've got some wool to move, which we're going to have to do as well. And the cows, there we go. How much milk have we got? 1,796 litres of milk, 4,166 litres of slurry. And if we go around the back here, hop the fence. Our little manure pit is working really well. So, yeah, cows, everything's going as it should be. What I am going to do, though, because we've now got the spinnery, I'm going to take the cotton bales and I'm going to take the wool pallets and we're going to take them to the spinnery. Now, I was thinking, and I still might do actually, these decisions. What I might do is take one of the cotton pallets. Do I do that or not? I didn't know whether to take one of the cotton pallets and the cotton bales and sell it. Stop there. Beacon's off. And hop out. Oh, look at that. It's a glorious morning here on CALMSDEN. Everything's growing. Lovely. So yeah, we've got all of these and we've got some wool. The honey, I'm going to check on the prices actually. What's the honey going for at the moment? Because we might sell all that as well. I've got one pallet at each greenhouse of lettuce. And we've also got our sugar mill. We've got an absolute load of pallets of sugar. Well, that's going to keep chugging away. And the sugar, that's why not? The sugar's worth money. So let's go down to our honey. Have I gone past it already? There we go. Honey, what's that paying out? 1877 at the garden centre. That's not bad. We've got a few pallets of it. We might as well get rid of that. So what we're going to do is hopefully get some fabric on the way. Now, we haven't got a sell point foreclosed yet. We're going to need a tailor for that if we're going to do that. But we can get some fabric going. So we might as well do that. As far as our productions go, I've got nothing in the biogas plant yet. I want to talk about something about that. Bear and Papa has been messaging me. Well, loads of people have all different information. But a couple of interesting things that cropped up regarding that. If we go down to... Our grain mill is still producing. Thank you to the people that commented regarding the cycles. I've been focusing on the cycles per month, not necessarily the recipe. If you look at wheat flour, it's 5 lots of wheat to 4 lots of flour, so you're losing a little bit in the process. The barley is 30 to 23, you're losing a bit in the process, but the cycles are very high per month. If we go to oat flour, it's 15 to 19. So oat flour, you get more flour than you're putting in oats. And the same with the sorghum, 15 to 16. The oat is the better one. But I was kind of focusing more on the cycles per month, and the wheat does more cycles, but you are losing a bit in the process. Not a huge amount, but those two you actually gain. So bear that in mind. But we are still distributing our flour to the bakery. Bread, I have stopped, as you can see, I've stopped the cycles here. That's now inactive. We've got 1 full pallet of bread because I wanted to produce some bread, and we will deliver that. I'm going to probably take it over in the John Deere Gator, and we'll pick up our pallet of bread. Actually, I'm not going to do that by hand. We'll take the forklift over, and then what I'm going to do is carry on, because we need to obviously put milk, eggs, and butter. Eggs are almost there. I need to load more milk from the cows, and then we're going to need the dairy because we need to make the butter. So we're getting there towards cake. We're kind of aiming towards that. This, however, is going crazy, and we've still got an absolute load. And there's something I want to talk to you about that as well. So all sorts going on. So what I think I'll do, I'm not sure what's wrong with Farm Dog today. He's in with MrSealyp, who's working from home, because he's protecting her from the world outside. So anything that even mildly irritates him feels the need to protect. Now, can I put 2 on here, or is that going to be really chance of is that going to be too heavy? So one of these isn't a full 10,000. Oh, that's... well, we're on the limit here. Probably shouldn't do 2. So yeah, I'm going to take them, why not? We'll take them all for fabric. Might as well get a load of fabric on the way, and we'll sell 1. I don't know. I'm not sure if these are going to roll or fall off, or seem to be jiggling around a little bit. Well, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. I thought I'll get loads on here. Maybe not. This doesn't want to reverse now. Come on, don't roll away. Perfect. Right. Can I knock those forwards, or do I want to... if I strap that one, and then I will... I'll push the other one on, so we squeeze these right. We might only get 4, and unless I stack some really high, that could... that's going to go well. Can you foresee any problems with that, maybe? I think what I'm going to do is move this forward. That. I've got stuff here for doing some more total mix ration. We do need a bale shredder. That's something as well. So yeah, I'm looking at, we need to make some money. There's a few different ways we can do that. What I was aiming to do in this episode, but I'm not sure I'm going to get onto it. This may be one of those ones where you kind of end up doing bits in between, you know. I'm not sure it's just going to pan out. I was going to go and check out that quarry, because I was curious, because we've got our rock crusher and it's not being used at the moment, but I need an influx of stone, so the quarry would work out really well, make us a bit of money. Also outside, selling, maybe I might sell a couple of these then, I don't know. So I didn't check the price of cotton, did I? What's the price of cotton doing? Let's check that out, because if that's pretty good, we could sell some cotton, couldn't we? 2223. There's nothing above 23. 2353, 2367 at All Sphere stores. That seems to be the best place for it. So maybe there. Can I get that on the back? I don't know if I can. Roll, so we'll put the lights on, make it a little bit easier to see. I love the colours, the time of year. I suppose we're going to be into that period of snow at some point. Let's check the weather forecast, shall we? Oh, yeah, look at that. December, January, February, and then March it starts to rain. Wow, okay. Whew, that's something to look forward to. Right. Can I tip that like that? I'll give those a bit of a nudge, maybe. Just in the right direction. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. If I do put another one on the back, it's going to overhang. Have I got a strap on that back bit? I don't think I have I? No, that's not going to work, is it? I'll stick 2 up there and we'll be good. Right, we'll call that good. We'll take that to the spinnery. Then we might load up some honey, take some honey. Yeah, we'll do a few bits here and there. Right. What I'll do is load the rest of these up. I will see you at the spinnery to unload these. And then I'll take, like I say, the last couple I think I'll take to All Spheres and we'll sell those just to get a bit more money in the bank. Now, as far as contracts go, we've got a couple of sowing contracts available, but nothing more than that. I was actually hoping for some more sugar beet. I want to do another sugar beet harvest. I know they take a while, simply because of the new factory, the sugar beet wash plant. The fact that you can get your sugar beet stones and some slurry from it, I really wanted to give that a go, but I don't have any. That's not going to work, is it? Better angle is what I need. This is way too high. What am I thinking? That's not going to tip over or anything, is it? It's lucky we've got nice long tension strips. And then we'll go and get the wool. As far as the sugar goes, I know I keep going back to this menu. We've got at our productions, how much sugar have we got in our bakery? Sugar's full at 7,000 litres at the moment. Even if I keep a couple of those spare, I mean, I'm just aiming to make some cake. If I get 1 pallet of cakes out of all this, I'm going to be really happy. I know it seems like a lot of work, but it's the process. It's producing all those different things and getting a product out at the end of it. I don't even really care if it works out to be cost effective or not. I just want to do the processes. I want to have a go, you know. Start with a lot of the things the modular biogas plant that we had on 19 and the 22 version. I did a video on sort of how it works. I don't know if it's just me. It's a fairly complicated mod. There's a lot going on with that modular biogas plant. I did have some very peculiar comments, people leaving saying that I was making it look really difficult, and it's a very, very simple mod. It really isn't a very simple mod is a windrower. Hook it up, turn it on, it spins. That's a very, very simple mod. The amount of different options and all the production chains, all the things that links and things that distributed to other, it's not that simple. I mean, the thing about it is, I have always worked on the theory that if I look at something and think, I'm not sure how that works, let's have a fiddle around with it, there are going to be other people out there that are going to think, I wonder how that works. We can't all be rocket surgeons, that's not how it works, that's not how the world works. So if I've helped anybody, that's great. I just thought it was a bit weird. It was not really a very, very simple mod. But anyway, so yeah, we had a look at that. Have I got enough oomph to pull this now? Oh, mind that. You took out me spout. So I'm a little teapot. Oh. Stop. Right. See you then. I'm just glad to be back here on CALMSDEN actually. Sorry. We've got quite the industrial complex building up here at the biogas facility. So, we've got the sugar mill, which we already kind of knew about. We've got our debris crusher, which is over the back, which I need to go and get some more rocks for. Our sugar mill, which is still producing, and we've got all of this. Oh, I went on to look at the price of sugar, didn't I, and then promptly forgot. But that is producing loads. So, talking about this, I said I was going to talk about it. Bear and Papa messaged me yesterday with a theoretical question. After I did the review, the look at guide to however you refer to it, of the modular BGA, each of the bunkers, or the bunkers with the bio grinder, you can put full sugar beet in and that will chop it in the bio grinder, which means you haven't got to use that little chopper for chopping your sugar beet, which is what we've been doing so far. And that works, so then the sugar beet chopped then goes into the fermenting process at the biogas plant on the modular BGA. So the question posed by Bear and Papa was, do you think if you used one of the bunkers with bio grinder from that pack, could you put whole sugar beet in, would it chop it, and if you put it on delivered distribution, would it distribute to the sugar mill to provide the sugar mill with chopped sugar beet? And I said, I don't know, I don't see why not. And he tested it, and it does. So he's got his sugar mill with one of the bunkers with the bio grinder here, so he puts it all in, it grinds it, and he gets his chopped sugar beet going. Very, very cool indeed. Right, so spinnery, where is my point? This is where I'll probably need to have it, my zone markers on, and then we've got the cell point here for Aunt Emma's, which I think is around the back here. So yeah, we've got a whole load going on. What I need to do then is let's go to that. Oh, it's just here as well, and then our pallets of fabric should appear here. I don't know how much this is going to take, whether it will take all of it or not, but let's see what happens when we arrive. I do have the forklift next door, so if we need it. The spinnery does take cotton, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah, fabric, cotton, fabric, wool. Is it because the trailer's too high, maybe? There we go. Just need the straps off. Okay. Just going to take a load of it. Doesn't seem to want to take the last one for some reason. What I'll do is grab the forklift and maybe we can get that last one on. We'll do that. Right, so that'll be that almost full with cotton then. So the rest of those bales we'll take and we'll sell. I just wanted to get it running. I'll go and get the wool pallets, we'll bring those over because that's what it's for. We'll get our fabric going. And I think what I'll do is some of the other stuff off screen I might do. Oh yeah, sugar I was going to check, wasn't I? Of course I was. So we're in that process now where we've got all the stuff set up, we've got things running, we've got processes being done, and as they build up we need to sell them. So obviously we've got, at some point we've got to move them all and sell them. Sugar's going to be further down. Sugar, Aunt Emma's shop, 1075, and we've got quite a few here, even if I leave a couple. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 and more on the way. So over 1,000, that's at least another 13, 12, 13 grand sitting there. You know what? If we're heading over that way anyway, let's sell some sugar while we're here too. We are going to get onto we're going to be heading to the gravel pit. That's where we're going to be going. We're going to be checking out the Stone Age gravel pit. Stone Age man. That'll be me today. I'm not sure how we're going to get anything out, if we're going to get anything out. That could be the problem. Stop suddenly. Nope, doesn't want to. Yeah, so I'm not sure if our telehandler's going to be any good, or whether we're going to need to lease a wheel loader, or I'm really not too sure how that's going to pan out. Aunt Emma's, is round the back, isn't it, I think? Yep. Okay. We are making money. Forks should go into here. Do we go together? Let's do that. Let's quad fork it. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it would work. It doesn't. Ah. That's going to be a problem. It does with regular bales. I wonder if I can get that to just roll off. Go on. Oh. Right, check that. See why it's not taking it. There we go, 45,000. And as the process runs, it will take the last little bit from that, I would imagine. Fabric, it does say storing, so we have got some fabric on the way. Brilliant, right. I'm going to go and get the rest of those bales, go over to Allspheres, and we'll sell the rest of the cotton bales. I'll probably grab the wool pallets as well, get those over here, get those delivered. What we're going to do, on the way back, let's check out the gravel pit. So, like I said, it's been here a very long time. It's been sort of shut off for fear of, I suppose, danger to life, I suppose. Stone Age was a very, very long period, which ended somewhere between 4,000 and 2,000 years BC. But they reckon the Stone Age it lasted for about 3.4 million years, depending on your belief system, of course, but scientifically speaking, that's what is believed. Where stone was used before the Iron Age and Bronze Age and all those kind of things. So this could well have been here for millions of years. The thing about it is, and that's what I was saying, is being able to get in here and operate things is going to be a little bit trickier. We might have to take some trees down, I'm not too sure. Now this is owned, I wouldn't say operated by, but the Western Utilities Tertiary Aggregates near Gloucester. That's the company that owns this. And what we're going to see is, there's a lot of small trees and things here. So here we are. This is the gravel pit. So what we should be able to do, hopefully, if the sun comes up a little bit more, is get in here. I don't even know if a wheel loader is going to work, you know. It seemed like a good idea in theory. We'll start at this end, I guess, and we'll try with buckets and whatever. I don't know if conveyors would work, and we'll try and get some of this stone out. And then we'll get the stone up to the debris crusher. We can get that running to make a bit of money. Just thinking of access, route in and out. The track leads here, but we might have to take some of these out. Or I don't know if we could just go across. I'm just thinking of the incline of this as well. Stone is heavy, and I mean, did you know that? Did you know stone's heavy? Stone is heavy. If you ever tried to lift stones, so I might have to lop out a couple of these maybe, but that's the plan. I will see in a little while. Like I say, I've got to get this cotton sorted out, the wool sorted out, honey maybe. I might do the honey later on. That's another time. We've got the bees are going to continue to produce honey, so even if I fill up that warehouse with honey, it doesn't matter. At some point we will be taking it all on our trailer and we will be selling it. Processes everywhere are continuing. I'm not going to do anything about the dairy yet until we've got more milk, because I need milk and I need butter. I need the butter made at the dairy, as well as other processes that can be done. So as we kind of progress forward and we start getting more milk produced, if we get more cows when they reproduce, that kind of thing, and milk production increases, then we can look at increasing our productions from them. I'll tell you what, that wasn't bad, was it? 71 grand for the cottonide spare. The 3 bales, pallets of wool I had have now been delivered as well, so fabric is underway. I've also sold a couple more lots of sugar, but now we're about to check out my gravel pit. A mystery unravelling. But I think what we have to do to start off with, let's clear ourselves a bit of space, because I don't think we've got a lot of room. Yes, we're going to have the stumps there, but it's weird how these ones don't seem to want to get rid of the extra branches, but we can move them out the way. Right, how many more we have to do? Not too many, I hope. Now I don't know, like I said, if I'm going to need a weight, which I think I might do. I might need a weight for the telehandler, because I'm not convinced. Blimey. Let's do that. It's a very weird physics on them. Do we take this one out? Maybe. Yeah, we'll do it just to be on the safe side. Safe side, I don't know. It's probably incredibly dangerous being here anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't say the site has been condemned for a long period of time, but it certainly hasn't been operated. And I think it might have been even just kind of bought. We have got permission to be here as well. I'm not. People start saying, if it's owned by someone else, what are you doing there? Surely you can't just turn up and start taking stuff. I suppose it's a test to see if it's kind of viable again, I guess. Yeah. Those can all be moved at a later date. Look, even the deer are down here. So here we are. All we can do is try. If it's too heavy for the telehandler, and it's a fairly small bucket as well. Actually, can I pick that up? Probably not. Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, right. If it is too heavy, like I say, we might need to go and get a weight. We'll try and get the trailer down. I'm worried about this, the incline of the hill might be too much as well. I mean, look how much. I don't know. I honestly don't know how much is going to be in here. I honestly don't know. Or if the bucket's even going to pick it up, which is weird because I thought it would do. Oh, no. Something there, and it came out again. Come on, keep filling. I'm worried about getting the telehandler stuck as well. This may not be as simple a process as I first thought. Well, I'll get some oil in the bucket. That's good. Starting to think now as well, potentially conveyor belts? Would conveyor belts work, do you reckon? Right, 100%, we are full on the bucket. Yeah, 2,651 litres each time. I think maybe a wheel loader and bucket might be better if we've got bigger buckets available. Oh, we can do it like this, it's just going to take a while. Put that on. I think with the amount of trees that have grown up around here as well, there's not a huge amount of light at the moment. I'm hoping as we get up, maybe as the sun comes up. Problem is the time of the year as well, the sun's going to stay fairly low in the sky. So whilst it is moving across, I don't know how much light we're going to get on here. That's alright. Well, I know this will take the weight of a full bucket, which is fine. I don't need an extra weight, but it's just going to take a long time. I'm going to need to be so careful doing this. It's almost like I need to come uphill to do it. It's very bumpy. But there we go. Cool. It's working. You know me. You know me in those mundane jobs. Again, I'd happily just spend hours going backwards and forwards to wait to bring the trailer even further forward. I'm worried about the slope. I'm worried about the tractor not having a... I'm stuck on it. Oh, some idiot left a tree stump there. It's all good fun until someone falls in a gravel pit. I think we're going to need a stump grinder, aren't we? Let's move that out of the way. How can I pick the other one up? Oh, there we go. And that won't let me now. Have to bring a little John Deere down. We can get rid of some more. I've still got those logs actually over by the secret meadow. Take all that stump off or not? Okay. A stump grinder would of course make more sense, but right, I'm going to see you in a bit. Let's get some more of this out and filled into there. I'm not sure with all this removed how steep this is going to be. I mean, yeah, look how much I mean, I'm not going to run out anytime soon, am I? Let's be honest. Right. Onwards. Okay. Yeah. Wheel loader. I have upgraded slightly. I haven't bought this, released it. This is the JCB 419S. Ross and Mods Engineering have supplied it. On the front we've got the Bressenlard L17 bucket that can be uprated to, I think it's 4,250 litres I think we've got it to. We'll see if this will, I mean it's a bigger bucket. You can have it for a telehandler, but I thought we were on the limit with 2,000 something litres on the telehandler, so if I upgraded and put a 4,200 litre bucket on the telehandler, you'd need a rear weight, So I went and got the rear weight for telehandlers. Problem is, for some reason, the JCB rear hitch won't attach to the telehandler rear weight, and it won't attach to the front lifter. The the 3-point link that comes on the pallet. All the other telehandlers do. The JCB doesn't. So I was unable to put a rear weight on it. So I thought, you know what? Let's go with this. Let's give it a go. I should be able to do just under twice as much per load. Oh, that's a bit bouncy. That at least is the theory. Okay, as much as we can get picked up each run. There we go. Tell you what though. See, that's interesting. You get a bucket for a vehicle. Now I know stones, obviously the physics of stones. But the problem is, you've got a wheel loader that takes a wheel loader bucket of 4,000 litres, and with the weight of the stones in it, can't lift it. And that wasn't cheap to lease either. I was hoping this was going to work perfectly, but I just, there's no way I'm going to be able to lift that up. And the whole lot tipping up. I wonder what the rear hitch is like on this. Whether I can get the front lift at all and the weight on that. Get some weight over the back axle. You know what? I haven't got a lot of choice, have I? Let's disconnect that. See if we can do that. We can only try. I could have gone for a larger, there's the class wheel loaders. We'll make the money back. In an hour of moving gravel, we'll make the money back on the lease, but I just wanted to use this. It would be really cool. Okay, right. Let's go and get a weight and give it another go. That's all I can do. Right, I've got the Lizard PT15 rear weight. Now it does say it's only for telehandlers and front loaders, but it has hooked onto this, no problem. I can double that weight. At the moment it's a 1.5. I can go to a 3, I think, so I can double it. We're on the limit. The other thing I've also found is with this this wheel loader, the reach of the boom isn't great, so the problem I'm having now is I'm having to go uphill and load the trailer in from the other side. Does that make sense? Because it won't reach from this side. What fun. I said I wasn't sure how well this was going to work, and I'm finding out. Right, we're full. And as you're about to see, it gets a little bit bouncy as well, this, but it's working. I just really wanted to use it. See, we are still, we're still on the limit. I probably could have done with the double weight, but it will work. Just the height of those, it always used to be the Flegel Bull, wasn't it? But the, which one's that one? The ASW 271? Yeah. See, we are still almost, that's because I'm going over the logs as well, doesn't it? Maybe I need to upgrade and get the double weight. Spent enough time already. I was hoping to have the trailer filled by now, and in an hour I'd get as much done as I possibly. Yes, look. Oh, these logs. I thought I'd cleared them all. Go away. Yeah. They're everywhere. Let's put them up by the fence. I'm not going to end up over there, am I? Western Utilities will take no responsibility for injury or, you know, or worse. This is all on us, right? Gently does it. Gently does it. Oh. Squeaky bum time. So you'll see what I mean. We tip. It's unloading, but we are, I mean, right on the limit. It just wouldn't do it the other way, so we're having to go downhill. But it will do it that way. Right, let's load this thing up. I am thinking about maybe going to get the double weight. No, we can manage like this. It's not perfect, but we can manage. I think what we'll do is move the telehandler out of the way, because that's kind of a pain. We got there in the end. It took a bit of manipulation of equipment and that kind of thing, but I think we're in a good point now. Now, can I do this one downhill? Probably not. Just thinking about trying to get some of this stuff up. There we go. It's all good fun. Ooh. Knock down the rotten mossy shed. Probably get charged for that as well. Right, come on, let's get some over there. What we need is some larger buckets. But we have got some high tips, but they haven't got the same capacity. But we need some high dumps with larger capacities. If anyone out there is watching, how full are we? I have zero idea. 26,000. Okay, we're getting there. So longer term, I think we're going to need a wheel loader. If we're going to, I mean, to be fair, we could spend, I can't imagine how many hours it would take with a bucket to clear this quarry out. There's got to be, I don't know, there's got to be millions of litres in here, isn't there? It's a lot. You'd think I'd know. I'm a quantity surveyor as well. I honestly don't know. Right then, we've got a full trailer. We'll get over there and we'll get that production running as well. We'll get some more of our I don't think the problem I'm finding or have found on this map is that the lime price isn't great. So that when you've got your production going, if you put your production onto stone crushing to lime and then sell, it doesn't pay out that well. I wasn't making a huge amount of money, but with enough going through the machine, yeah, 2882 and dropping. Ooh. Yeah, it's not fantastic. But it'll be a constant tick over of money coming into the account, so I'm not knocking it. I think 'cause I did so well out of it on Elm Creek, it was that kind of, oh no. I think we're full. By Jove, I think we've done it. Now, the other thing as well is the company, when they fenced all this off to stop people getting in, I mean it's not a particularly high fence, they didn't leave a lot of room here for getting in and out. Luckily we've got a rear steer trailer which helps. Let's get over there, let's get another load tipped, let's get that production running again. Stone Age man. Still keeping an eye on the contracts page because I haven't got seasonal growth on. Although the plant, all the crop types still need to run through their cycles. I thought that feels like that. I thought I'd get some more harvesting jobs come up, but I haven't. But the baling one's an interesting one. The 2 baling contracts I did, and this again was something that Bear and Papa found, which hadn't crossed my mind. Both the baling contracts I did on field 7 and field 22, I had to take the bales to, is it the general store? Yeah, both my contracts had me take them up here to the general store. When Bear and Papa had his asked for the silage bales to be delivered to the biogas plant. So this only worked with the biogas plant. Because he owned the biogas plant and he was selling his silage through it, it was full. I think 79,000 litres or something like that of silage was in it processing. So when he did the silage bale contract, as soon as he took on the contract, it came up saying contract complete because the biogas plant was full of silage. Although it was his, it for some reason, I'm not quite sure how it worked, it then said that the contract was done. So every single bale he took off that field was his because the contract was done as soon as he started. That was the same on field 7 and field 22. I'm trying to rack my brains on how that works because I thought once you owned the production, you stop getting that as a sell point. I'll have to see next time I get a baling contract come up. Like I say, I do keep checking. I've still got the 2 sowing contracts. I don't know if I need to maybe take those on and I'll get some more stuff come up. So let's tip that in. I can do it from my tablet. I can do it from here. Lime production. I've got it set on selling. Now, like I said, I haven't updated this. This has had an update. The update changes a few things. You need to add water in as well to make lime, and it also changes the recipe from 1,000 in to 4,000 out to 2,000 in, 4,500 out. So I didn't upgrade it. Maybe I should have done, but I didn't. So I'm also hoping, because we've got a field of sorghum, when we have our sorghum, I'm going to take that to the mill as well, probably. We'll see. Right, that's now chugging. Let's go and load up some more. I'm going to spend a bit of time doing this. I'm going to get a few more loads in so that it keeps going for a while. I think I've left that tractor there and that's stopping that person getting past. I mean, you can walk around it. I can't remember if I told you or not. The guy that organised the tree planting that I was doing with my wife, he has is it Facebook? Yeah, he streams basically. It's Max Out in the Lakes, and it's his dog Max. And the story of him and his dog. It wasn't his dog originally. You know, it's a fascinating story. I don't know if did he write a book. I think he wrote a book. And he's got spaniels, and he's got a few now. Max, Harry, Paddy. Yeah, and he streams every day. MrSealyp watches religiously. Loves it. She's met him, and we met him when we did the tree planting. Lovely, lovely, lovely guy. And on one of his videos, he put up a short video, and the video was just entitled "When Your Dogs Are So Well Trained to Wait for You to Open the Gate." I can't remember if I told you this or not. And when he panned back, there was you know, you have like normally, I say normally, if there's a public footpath, you might have a farm gate, then the public gate to the side with a latch or whatever it is to go through, so you're not opening the big farmer's gate. What was funny was the small gate to the right was closed, and the dogs, all 3 of them, were sat looking at the gate, waiting for him to open the latch to open the gate. When he panned back, the farmer's gate was wide open. It's that big 5-bar gate. They could have just gone through the gap, but they wouldn't. They were waiting to go through the, you know, it was one of those really funny moments where you stop and you think, oh, that's weird. You know, you think they'd just go bowling through the space, but no, they were waiting to go through the gates, how they've been taught and trained to. It's just kind of music. Just made me think of that with that lady standing there. Right then. I'm trying to think of a better place to place this where I can load in easier. I'm wondering whether from the side might be a bit easier. If I just kind of put it here maybe, will it be able to do that, or does it still need to be? I'll give it a go. So like I say, I'll see in a bit. We'll do a couple more loads. It's probably going to be, you know, I suppose, knocking on lunchtime by the time I get that far done. I suppose what I can do, I've got 770 litres in it. See if I can go from the side. Funny feeling I'm not going to be able to, but if not, I'll just do the same as I did before and come in from the other side. That's doable. Oh no, we might be alright. Yep, we're okay, right. We're emptying the pit. Okay then, got another full bucket. Turn that off for a second. We're clearing this out alright actually. This main drag in here is done. It's very uneven. What I'm finding is I'm going to try and level this, I think. I need to try and get a kind of gradual slope in because I'm just worried if I go in there I'm going to get really stuck. It's easier to drive out forwards that way than it is to back up, I'm finding. But we are clearing it. The great thing about the gravel pit is now it's here. Well, it's always been here, but in that I'm accessing it and using it. That once I've got a wheel loader of my own with the right weights and that kind of stuff, I might get one of these. I might get one. If we get one with a high tip bucket, that'll make life a lot easier. Or we get a high tip bucket, whichever way around. I can come and access this whenever I want. So whenever my lime production stone crusher is running low, I can just come and do another load and fill it up. So that, it's not worry, but having to think about, you know, taking your stones off of fields when you're doing ploughing and stuff is fine, but there's a limited amount you can do that. So finding alternate sources of stones is always going to work out very handy. So I'm going to take this load. That'll be, well, under 60,000 litres will have gone in. And I might do some more off camera. I might just put a whole load in, and not that I'm going to fill it up, but it's going to take a while, but I might do a little bit more off screen. There's still no more contracts available other than those two sowing ones, which I can do. Everything else is chugging away. The flour's all being produced by the grain mill, that's going to the bakery. The bees are still producing honey, the cows are producing milk, the sugar mill is producing sugar. We've now got fabric being produced by the spinnery. So yeah, everything's, you know, it's all tickety-boo, as they say. Dairy will be the next purchase. We'll see how this goes with how much money we make from every hour when this pays out, which it will do. We could get the dairy now, but we just haven't got enough milk available to warrant it, really. I'm thinking as well, as we move into the winter, we're going to be looking at a bit of forestry, I would imagine, in which case there'll be the sawmill and carpentry. So yeah, I mean, carpentry, furniture, all that good stuff we're going to be looking at. The sheep are going fine, I haven't got to worry about those. Oh yeah, the eggs, I need to check on the chickens for how many eggs we've got. I'll add that in. Yeah, and I'll just take over putting this in. We've got another pallet of sugar. As you've seen, I've sold, as I said, I've sold a load more from there. I had another one, so I put that on the end because I had one there, so now I've got two. Now we've got another one. This is super fast. I really do like the sugar mill. Right then, I think with that, we'll call it a day. Trying to think next episode. It's going to depend very much on the weather and contracts and those kind of things. Because at the moment I just feel like I'm a bit of a caretaker. Like I said, other than forestry and carrying on doing the stuff with the gravel pit, I've delivered all of the honey will need to be delivered. We can do the delivery of honey. Garden centre is still the best price at the moment, but we'll see how that pans out. Price-wise, we can deliver the honey. And obviously the eggs. I'll take a load of eggs, we'll stick those into the trailer, we'll get those over to the bakery. They can sit and wait until we're in a position to get the cakes rolling. I will also, I think next episode what we'll do as well, we'll go and we'll take those bits over to the garden centre. We've got one pallet of bread which we need to take somewhere to sell. So we'll take that and sell that. Yeah. I was really hoping for another baling contract, but I think it's only field 7 and field 22 that seem to be popping up for contracts for baling, and I would imagine because I've done those recently, the grass has got to regrow because before those contracts will reset themselves. So that's where we're going to be at. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.